I'm blind as a bat, so I recognize things by sound.
Oh, also, this article I'm posting about the Starfield thing, and then I'll shut the fuck up about it. It also includes a little bit of information of the heels versus babyface fucking bullshit too.
Alright.
What?
So he's shutting up about it, so no questions.
I'm not shutting up about that.
But he is, so he's not answering questions. That was the statement, at least. If he wishes to rescind it.
Curry, let me just say, there are a lot of things out there that just in general are things, but one of the things I really appreciate is your willingness to go along with bullshit jokes.
Let's see. Alright. Things are alive. I think the music is working. Unsure.
Yes, things are alive. I had to mute your stream so that I could actually think without hearing myself talk.
So, unleash a string of obscenities that will get him down.
Yes, go for it.
Well, shit, damn ass butt can't make a motherfucking testing babies from Mars.
That was my week one question there, Josh. Where were you? Oh wait, you weren't here.
To be fair, I think if any of us are going to get Guri banned, it's going to be Guri himself, despite my best
I believe
efforts.
I mean, same, but also, that was really fucking good.
That was really fast. I was
Right.
gonna say one of the words in there. You did.
He had a lot of years of practice doing that.
I've
Alright.
since I was in high school.
Alright. Now sing it to the beat of Rap God.
Alright. Shit, damn ass butt can't make a motherfucking testing babies from Mars.
I bet.
Actually,
Hipmunk?
Yeah.
That's,
What?
that was good.
Words?
No, that was there.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking solid. Holy shit.
All right. So, as a recap for last week,
I mean, if you want me to go over how Solon fucking just absolutely, powered through the entire fucking HQ for Baron LaRosa, I can, but you might
Last
want to
time.
talk about 2 weeks ago.
yeah. All right. So last time, you guys went and visited, I believe, the Drink Street.
Hold on. Okay, yeah, we
Nope, it was the Copper House.
Yeah, we investigated the apartment and the splattering on the street.
Yes, where there was a measurable crater left in the cobblestone street. I'm not gonna think of anything but the dude jumping off the Eiffel Tower now that I've said that.
Why would
Alright.
you? Mm.
We left off.
Yeah.
Liv had gone back to their truck. Zod had gone to pay his landlord.
And
Charlotte was looking for a church or a library, and the rest of the group had gone back to the Raccoon Terrace to regroup and figure out their next move. Does that sound correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Liv, how long are you gonna work on your truck before you come back to the group?
Probably a couple hours, and then I'll probably head back to the inn.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Next up, Zod.
Hey,
You are going to take the lightning rail, I assume, to get back to your district.
yeah.
Okay. It doesn't take you long to hop the lightning rail and get back there. The trip back takes about 20 minutes to your district. From there, it's probably another 20 to 30 to get to your apartment and find your landlord.
Alright, well, I'll go up and just like beat on her door just as ferociously as she beat on mine. How much money do I owe her anyway?
Yes.
Where are my notes at? They're somewhere here. Biography. I have notes somewhere. I know that. There we go. Okay. Is this thing still on?
Yeah.
Okay.
So your rent is back due is probably roughly around a gold worth of rent.
So that's 1,000 dust.
Yes.
All right, I'll go ahead and give her 1,000. Is how many months? How many months is that? Or is that 1 month? Basically, I'm going to pay up some extra time on my rent.
It is 500 dust rent. Or no,
Okay.
for that's I believe Liv's rent is 500. So yeah, yours is 250.
And,
All right.
yeah,
Well, I'll throw her 2,000. Well, okay. First, I'm beating on the door, and
She answers the door. Do you have my money?
listen here, woman. I got your money and then some. And just hold my place down. I got important things. See this arm? It's important. I'm holding up the prosthetic arm and flailing it in her face as I throw her 2,000 dust in a bag. 1,000 for the bag and 1,000 for 4 months ahead of time.
All right.
so
But-
I wanted to say, like, isn't 1 dust 1 copper? So wouldn't that be 100 dust for gold?
Yeah. Yes. You
Okay.
are correct. So
No.
100 dust. My bad.
Okay, so I'll throw her 200.
25 dust a month. Rava's is 50 dust a month.
Also, it's only 50 for me? Okay. I'll
Yeah.
update.
So yeah, I'll throw her 200. Like, and there's some there to spare. Now make sure this place don't burn down before I get to do it. And then I'll just shake my little artificial finger at her.
You are such an alcoholic. Go! Get!
Okay, so I'll head out. I'll head to the nearest bar, pick up some booze, and head back to meet up at the party.
Okay, cool. Alright. Charlotte.
Yes.
So, I am guessing that you would look at your slate to try and find out where a local church or library is.
Yeah. Unless I can get into the university and just use their library.
You could do that. There is 2 churches that come up on the slate. One is a local worship area. It looks like it's a small, just a place for people to go and worship. There does appear to be different denominations that are there to assist with guidance and talk to people if they are in need of counseling or just having a moment of crisis. And then there is also one of the churches / offices of
the
sorry, I was changing my notes. The Sun Lost Church, which is the Judicators of Law. They are basically a giant paladin order and a bunch of stuffy fuckos.
fuck that. You said
Yeah.
judicators and immediately I went nope.
Figured you would. So you can either go back to the university because that is the library for this area, or you could go to the small non-denominational worship area.
I'll go to the university. I don't think I went to the university last time.
Okay. Well, the non-denominational place is actually on your way. And as you get somewhat near it, this little girl runs up to you.
Yes, do you need something? What does this child look like and why did they run up to me?
They are roughly they're like roughly like 2.5 feet tall, 3 feet tall. They're a young child. They have two different colored eyes though. One of them is a very silver color, and the other is a normal like green.
I don't think you realize that it's really rare to see either of those. So silver and green. And green.
Hi. I know you have a lot of questions. I will answer all the questions I can. But in exchange, can you do me a favor?
I'm sorry. What? What? First of all, where did you come from? And how do you know I have questions?
I can answer all of your questions if we have a deal.
I don't even know if you're really human. What is it that you want before I make any deals?
Just a simple favor.
What kind of favor?
The simple kind.
There is no such thing as a simple kind of favor.
I will give you all of the answers that I can. And you just have to do me a wee little favor. It's fine. It's fine.
I don't even. You know what? Is it gonna result in me and or my new companions dying? Or possibly dying?
I don't think so.
Will anything bad happen if I take or do this favor for you?
No, but very bad things could happen if you don't. But not to you or your group, to others. Please take the favor.
Fine. Fine.
She holds out her little hand.
I'll hold out mine. I don't know. Do you want shake it? What do you want?
Yes, shake. Shake my hand.
Before I do that, what is your name?
She looks confused and perplexed for a second. Like,
I'm assuming you know mine, so I would like to know yours.
Sam.
Did you just make that up on the spot?
Do we have a deal?
Now
Fine.
there you go.
Fine. And I shake this child's hand and am also very concerned that I just made a deal with the devil.
So everything around you suddenly swirls in heat. You feel something weighing heavily on you as like a moment of something constricts your entirety of your being. Okay, little one. What questions do you have? A deal is a deal. I will hold up my end of the deal, so you can hold up your end.
The fuck are you?
A child.
That seems to be a bold-faced lie, considering I'm in. I don't even fucking know where. What does it look like?
Just a part of the slums. We're
Doesn't feel
walking-
like it. If you. Are you actually a little girl? Like. Or are you something else? Are you hiding your true
she
self?
looks down at her body. No, I am a small child.
You know what? Fuck it. Do you know anything about the. How did you say it? The Furies or whatever?
The Terrans. They are the embodiment of fury or rage. They come when a person has a need for revenge so strong that they would give up their very being to make the inflicting party pay for whatever pain that has been caused.
Okay, so the people who recently died pissed off someone a lot.
So, if
Supposedly.
you had one murdering people, then this must mean that it is responsible to some kind of. It is in response to some kind of grudge that another is feeling. Would be my general consensus on that.
Okay. Is there a way to tell who has a grudge or is, I don't know, summoning these furies?
My vision on this is rather hazy. I don't know the specifics. There's some overlapping with what I'm seeing. I do see damp, cold, wet. Not
Wet.
cold, humid. Yes.
A damp, humid, wet environment?
Yes.
Is it bright? Is it dark?
Very dark, but oddly colorful.
Very dark and oddly oh man. Okay. Guys, I really should have thought of questions before the session started. Okay. You know I have a lot of questions. What did you think I was gonna ask?
Deflected.
Well, I knew that you would ask about the Fury.
Okay.
I also knew that you would ask what I was, which is a small child.
I don't believe that for one fucking second. I don't think that's your true form. There's no way.
I also knew that you would be curious about the creature that you were hunting, which you oddly haven't asked me about. Which is why I
Honestly,
went ahead and
okay.
answered where I am seeing what you were after.
What is the creature we're looking for? I don't have that in my notes.
The Froggo thing, right?
Oh. Okay. Yeah, giant frog. Got it. The giant frog is in the damp, humid, wet environment that's very dark and oddly colorful.
Correct.
Do you know where approximation in the city is at?
No, I can't see that. There's a lot of clouds. It's hard to be certain. I do see overlap. There is definitely something about the Fury's projected grudge that overlaps with the creature you seek. But I'm not sure that the Fury is responsible for the murders in a way that is the Fury's design.
Okay. Gotta find the giant things. Should we bother looking for the Furies?
Only one.
There's only one Fury.
Yes. Also, I knew that you would ask what the favor was, and the favor is to save the children.
Save what children?
Well, you have one to save currently.
I have.
You will have several more to save.
Which
shortly.
child am I saving?
Bowden.
Who?
Bowden Cragbuckle.
The one in prison.
I don't
Correct.
remember any of these fucking kids. Okay, I have to save this kid. Who are the other kids I have to fucking save?
That will be apparent
Soon? Soon?
soon.
Soon is so fucking relative.
Well, this isn't the first time we've met.
What? When was the first time we met?
Don't you remember? I told you where to save the children.
Clinton, I'm honestly blanking.
The first game, session 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
She does not look the same though.
Man, you were giving Squint shit about their note taking.
I don't remember shit right now. I'm like, I had caffeine, but it's not clearly just not doing anything.
It's even better is that you were the person that ended up with this, so it's
I
way
know.
funnier.
Fuck. In a dark, damp, colorful place, right? Was that you? This fairy looking shit thing?
Very lucky.
I was there. It was dark and damp, but this is a different dark and damp, colorful place. That one will be the future children that you need to save.
That doesn't make sense. Okay. Just gonna. Is there anything else you need to tell me? Is there anything I should research while I'm fucking here? I need more coffee, clearly. I have
Just
is
save
not
the
enough.
children.
Just save the children.
all
What
you need to
happens
know.
if we don't save the children?
The children will die. And that's not good.
Okay. I'm just looking at this
Miranda can
child
only do
confused.
so much.
Are we gonna
She
have to
needs
save the
help.
children at the orphanage? Are we gonna have to save them? It's a lot of fucking kids.
There's some. As she's talking to you, you see an adult, like, eagle eye on the kid, and just like, there you are, Sybil! And the child snaps around, Mommy!
I fucking knew it.
The kid runs up, Mommy, I made a new friend. Her name is Charlotte.
What? Did you whisper something,
The
Clinton?
gain on your mic does not support you whispering like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. She's a hero.
I wouldn't go that far.
She saves kids from the orphanage.
I'm just staring down at this child like, shut the fuck up.
You end up like adopting every kid by the end of the game.
No, I don't have money for that.
The demeanor and like just the way the child moves and acts is completely different. It's like you're actually seeing the child that was standing in front of you.
So, the name given to me was Sam, which is a bold-faced fucking lie. This is Sybil. How do you spell their fucking name?
Sibyl.
Okay. Is the mom not concerned that their child is just like was talking to this random adult?
She is a little confused, but she doesn't seem too terribly upset. It seems like this is something the child does pretty regularly.
So many questions. So many.
It takes a village to raise a kid. In this case,
Sure.
it takes all of Sector 13 slums.
Okay, I'm just gonna wave goodbye to the child and just... I don't even know if I still need to go to the library. I'm so confused.
I feel like you have to go to church now.
I don't think gods could help me either. Okay, you know what? I'll still go to the library. But also, Clinton, could you jump back to the other group? My dad is calling me.
I planned on it.
Cool, thank you.
Not a problem. Alright, we're gonna put that screen up so that Guri's stream is not staring at a black image. Okay, so, Raccoon Terrace people. What y'all doing?
Getting food.
Would that include me, Rem, or no? At this point.
Yeah.
Actually, just go down the list of who that includes.
Alright, so we will go with Coronin, Liv, Zaya, and Tracy.
Okay.
Yeah, getting food.
Yeah, same. Get a refill on my giant jug of fucking coffee.
And I would
So-
just be walking in as they were getting their stuff.
So it's roughly about 2 in the afternoon at this point. It's a little after the lunch rush, and my brain just blanked on her name.
Queenie?
Queenie. Queenie isn't at the bar. There is currently a bugbear bartender in a nice formal, like, button-down shirt. No jacket, but he does have a vest on and suspenders.
Squint is visibly displeased.
She has to sleep sometime.
Under his beak, Squint says, "Yeah, but I can be covered."
The bartender just shrugs. Fair enough. What can I get all of you for food?
What do you got?
We've got some scraps left over from lunch, mostly sandwiches, some roast meats. I believe there's a little bit of the chicken back there still. Some vegetables, some stew. There's plenty of bread. We usually have bread all day, so that's still there.
Is the bread getting any better?
It's not as probably good as when you got here this morning, but I mean, it's still good. It's just not fresh out of the oven good.
I'll take a sandwich and some bread, and if you could refill this, and I clunk the giant pitcher that I brought with me from this morning, back up with coffee, you'll be my second favorite.
That is a lot of coffee. I respect that. Anyone else?
I'll take whatever you can grab easily. I'm not picky.
Sounds good.
I'm just gonna look the barkeep straight in the face, and I'll be like, I don't want any booze right now. Just give me some water. A big fucking jug of water.
Jug of water. Any food?
No.
Okay.
Just bring
And for you, sir, pointing at Tracy.
just bring me any food you got and whatever alcohol you got.
We're
Make
in
sure
a
there's poison
bar.
in his.
There's a lot of alcohol.
I believe that comes with the territory of, alcohol. Not the law of alcohol,
Dealer's
but
choice. Got it.
yeah, for you. But I'm saying for the poison, like, yeah, that's just alcohol.
All right. Well, I will be back with your orders shortly. He wanders off into the kitchen. After about 15 minutes, he comes back out with Zaya's massive jug of coffee, a jug of water, mixes a drink there, sets it on the counter for Tracy. Did you want a drink, sir? Pointing at Coronin.
No thanks.
Fair enough. Your food should be out shortly. They will let me know when it's ready. Question though, are you the folks that are trying to figure out what happened with Netta?
Some of them.
Yes.
Good to know. Your food should be out shortly. Please figure out what happened to her. We all miss her very much.
We hope to.
And he goes back to cleaning up glasses and stuff.
I'm just gonna take my water and find a table and just sit there.
Well, there are plenty of open tables.
I'm gonna plop down in the seat next to Liv and pull out my slate and start trying to figure out what kind of game I can play on it.
Apparently we're taking that table, if there's room for all of us.
Yes.
So who's got thoughts on what we should do next?
I believe that one of you guys would have told me what had happened with the previous investigations since I left a little early. I figured that you guys would already catch me up on that.
Probably. I don't remember what point you left.
Just before we went to the apartment.
Yeah, it would just be right before you went to the apartments and you discover what you did.
Be like, well, they failed kicking the door down.
Thankfully. We found a prosthetic arm, and I think I still have the feather. So pulling out this big feather. Which we thought might belong to Kook, but not 100% on that.
I believe we did. I can't remember the name. Solon. What's S name? Is this
Zod.
one? Zod.
Zod.
Zod was able to link it to the Furies with his recall
Right.
knowledge.
Which I
Alright.
think didn't completely convince everyone looking over at Zaya.
I'm just saying, Coop's been disappearing a whole bunch according to everybody else around him.
And it really seemed like there was quite the impact outside. And way further than anyone could have just jumped. So,
An
I think-
impact, like something forced something to the ground or something?
Yeah.
or
Straight
fell
down.
from really high up.
Isn't that one of the clues that was given us, that it seemed to be more of a vertical drop down
Yeah.
than a arcing
Yeet.
launch? Yeah.
Yeah. It was more of a vertical drop than as if someone flew from an angle.
Side tangent as well. Squint is currently taking a bird bath, eating my coffee as I'm drinking it.
It's gonna taste quite foul.
Ooh.
Indeed. Impeccably so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're down for that.
So that crater was made outside of the building?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
something straight up? Like somebody was carrying something in flight or something?
Yeah, like
Oh,
someone
this-
dropped a victim.
Yeah, this is where the victim was found. Like they fell a long ways, it seems.
Either that or, was literally yeeted straight down with excessive force considering the crater size.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised there was a victim to be found with that kind of force.
Now watch us all be really stupid and the victim just happened to land in the crater that was already there.
It was a pothole that wasn't fixed the whole time.
And it couldn't have been something dropped from the top of us, right?
Considering
Like
there
from
was
the plate above.
Considering
Actually, that's a really good question. What are the plates above? So I'm assuming that you've taken some inspiration from Midgar here. Are they solid fucking plates, or like, do they have like scaffolding underneath and like walkways and shit like that for maintenance that you could, in theory, be standing up there underneath the plate?
They are solid.
So there's okay. That answers one question. What about the other one?
As you can tell, there doesn't seem to be scaffolding under there. They do have hollow sections inside the plate. So
Okay, but as far as we can tell from looking straight up, there's no way somebody could just like stand on a walkway underneath the plate. It's barren and
Yes.
solid.
yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright. So I guess the answer to that question is no.
Would be no.
What's the that particular victim? What was the race of that victim?
Dwarf.
Okay.
Maybe that's why there was enough left to be found. They're very hardy.
Literally dense.
Alright.
Or it was a
without-
real bad attempt to meld with stone.
I mean, like the entire concept of somebody just falling from a little bit and creating a great, like, because I'm assuming it was stone. And is it actually like a stone?
It's a
Great.
cobblestone with mortar
Okay.
in between the stones.
Right. So, like, the entire concept of somebody being just dropped and creating a crater like that is a little too wild to me. It definitely comes off as something like intentionally, like they were
thrown.
forced downward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm expecting, like, what I thought when I saw the crater was something akin to Dragon Ball Z, where they just got launched at the ground.
Right, exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Just a fucking chokeslam from hell. Or, well, I guess from heaven, technically.
It's really soft under the cobblestones.
It's just a thick layer of foam underneath the cobblestone.
Or what's that stuff, gack?
Ooh, black.
Flubber.
If it was flubber, they would have bounced.
But yeah, either way, it seems like somebody definitely
Just like
Why
this
Like,
person.
boom,
this
straight down
person-
to the ground.
Yeah, like they got spiked. Like a fucking volleyball. You guys have volleyball here?
No. Is it where you shoot at each other? Because that's what I think of for volleys.
No, that's just family reunions.
Oh, okay.
Like, if I knew the races better, like, yeah, I've watched this race as women's beach volleyball, and it's like a plasmoid of some type. Like, how do you tell they're women? No. But it's fun when the ball hits them in the face,
Collar.
because then they just explode and reform back together.
So, what we know now, what is our plan for the day?
Research,
Where do we go next?
research, and the jail to talk to the kid.
The research part sounds
Well, y'all don't
boring
know
to
about
me.
the kid yet.
No,
And jail, that sounds so fun.
no, not that kid. Who talked
Oh.
to the one in prison for murdering his mom.
Oh, okay, yeah.
As long as I get to harass a constable or two, I'll go and see that jail person.
So while you guys are all sitting there, you get a message on your slate from Keating.
Both of them?
The first one you got this morning, the second one is the new one.
Okay. So
So,
Keating gave
Keating
her-
summary of findings.
that's what you meant by saying. It overlapped on my thing, so I didn't see the seafood part of it.
Oh, good.
Oh great, Keating's messaging us.
And the summary of findings does go to everyone, so you all do get that message wherever you are at the time.
Blah blah blah, we need to do more shit, blah blah blah, thanks, blah blah. Cool, good. Can somebody tell him to stop sending fucking paragraphs in one text message? Line breaks are a thing.
At least it's not like a whole bunch of individual text messages for like 3-word phrases.
Right? So you would prefer more annoying beeps. Got it.
Oh, so you met Grandma Zill, got it. I pull up a text message from her that just says, love you, new message, Zaya, B, new message, good.
That's annoying.
Your food arrives at the table.
It is annoying, that's why I took away her phone. She still
What the
hasn't
phone?
found it. It's like, I pull out my other phone, like, the slate and the phone together. They're kind of similar, but one works here, one doesn't.
What? Doesn't seem very handy.
It's not.
I would love to see it if it's like an old timey rotary phone, but with like a screen in it.
Nah, it's more like in Ruby how they have the small device with two parts to it, and you expand it, and it's got a screen that materializes in between them.
Yeah, like
That's what the phone looks like.
a small Joy-Con.
Yeah, kind of like if two Joy-Con were together and you expanded them, and it had a digital screen in between it. A Switch. Child membrane is able to dissolve bone.
Is Keating drunk?
This includes enchanted bone. The offspring is sterile, lacking reproductive organ bone.
They didn't stop by Keating's office, so it wasn't my fault.
So basically, they're saying these are somehow manipulated. What you call it? It seems like the offspring are manipulated somehow to just be a weapon.
I don't know. We've got a couple things going on here with whatever's dropping people or making them jump. It seems like that's not something that's just dissolving bone.
What if those are different mutations created by the same thing that are effectively working in tandem?
As far as I know, there's nothing that starts out aquatic and then eventually has feathers like this.
Right, I'm saying like higher up the chain, a deviant mutation.
Or it's whatever has feathers is the one planting the aquatic stuff.
And then it's trying to get it back?
Or it wasn't working fast enough for its intended purpose, so they had to take matters into their own hands. Because from my notes here, it seems that the person that was dropped into the crater was also suffering from the same headaches that were mentioned from the other victims of the frog babies. Because in their bathroom they had all kinds of medication and herbal remedies for headaches, and they did have a makeshift humidifier in there. So maybe all that slowed down the process so much that whoever instigated the brain babies had to take matters into his own hands.
So, my going theory is that we're dealing with mad scientists who made a bunch of different mutated mutants, basically, right? What if we take that feather to Keating and see if there's anything weird about it, like magical or enchanted or whatever, or maybe it has like a hint of mutation or something from whatever it used to be.
We can see if there's something on it that he can scrape off of it or try to identify what it is.
Right. Or at least identify where it came from, like a physical location that it came from.
I think that's a pretty good idea. And at worst, he can just rule out it being Kook's.
I was going to say, I have a feeling he's going to be like, Kook, is this one of yours? And Kook's going to run off. And then we're going to have to chase him.
I mean, I think Kook would run off regardless.
No, if Kook runs off, I'm going to shoot him in the leg.
He's a bird, he can fly away.
Shoot him in the arm instead.
Yeah. Sounds better.
That poor old raven.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be yeeting people from fucking hundreds of meters up in the air.
Fair enough.
All right, so that adds a new destination for places to consider. Back to Keating, prison. I've already forgotten the other one.
Research.
other
Well,
house.
both are at the university, I guess. Would be research
Right.
and Keating. So technically,
There's
two.
also the other apartment in this sector that you could look at too.
So what if we go drop off with Keating and then go check out that apartment? That way he can get started on checking out the feather while we search for additional evidence.
Yeah, he can also take the string I found on the window seal.
I'm keeping the arm in case I lose one.
Like, and it's like like 2 times like your body length. It's just like I'm keeping the arm, and it's just like.
Gives him reach.
Alright, so Lana, were you headed back to the terrace or the university?
I was gonna go to the university
Okay.
and
Cool.
try to find the description of that fucking environment.
Just for clarity's sake, we are agreeing we're going back to the university, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and respond to the group text like, "Hey, we're gonna swing by, drop something off," so that everybody gets that message.
Alright, so Zod, you stopped by the bar to pick up some drinks, and then you're headed to, now I assume, the university, or are you headed back to the terrace anyway?
Well, I would have not known that they were going to the university. I would have gone to wherever they were, wherever they told me they were
Group
going
text.
beforehand.
You would have
Yeah.
gotten it.
Oh, the group. Yes. Okay. So, how close is the Ashe Hearts to the university? Not the Cinder Twifts.
A couple floors up.
Okay,
and
I probably would
districts
have
over.
taken the arm up to the, if I could, districts over. You said?
Yeah.
Oh, so not nearby.
No.
Okay. Then yes, I would have gone and met up with everybody at the university then. But I would like to at some point have taken the arm to Cinderdwift to get all the information and anything from the arm that I could.
Okay. So you meet there, you're headed there, you guys are all headed there. Alright, cool. So Lana, you make it to the university first,
Cool.
and then the rest of the group, and then Zod. So Lana, you get to the university. The prefect is, of course, in the main entrance area, as she was previously.
I wasn't at the university before, so I wouldn't have known anything.
That's right. So,
Oh, boy.
So, as you enter, a woman approaches you. She appears to be of elven descent. Greetings, I am Prefect Aluna. Are you
Oh,
here to
no.
enroll, or do you have other business in the university?
I stare at this supposed elven woman. Like, is this another fucking fake thing?
She stares
That-
back at you,
Like,
unblinking.
you're not human. Cool. Or elf. I don't know. You're not a real living being. I am too tired for this shit.
You're
I
not
am here
real
for other
girl.
business.
Okay.
I know
How
cheating.
can I assist you?
Whatever that may be. I need to find information on furies and places that are damp, dark, and colorful. I don't fucking know. That is the information I have. And something about frog creatures. I don't remember what the frog
Orcs.
creature is.
Are-
Yeah,
are
that.
you- Are you here to see Keating, or would you like to go to the library?
Keating and then library. Maybe Keating will know shit. I don't know.
Okay. As you're having this conversation, the main part of the group steps in behind you. You guys see Charlotte talking with Aluna.
Hey, Aluna. We need to speak with Keening. It's important. And she's with us.
Oh, okay.
Is she real? Like,
No,
No.
she's
There.
a fuckbot.
okay,
Just because
makes
you're a
more
fuck-
sense.
Because you're a fuckbot doesn't mean you're real. Not real. Obviously, she's there. Not a hologram. See? I just think.
Does anything happen when he like does that?
He
to her?
feels fleshy.
Yeah. See? See? Solid.
It's squishy.
That's
Sorry.
fucking gross.
Oh. You don't seem real. No.
You-
Don't like it.
Okay. She opens her larger version of a slate, taps a couple buttons. You hear the doors behind you lock. The chamber under the main statue opens. Enjoy your trip.
Don't like the way you said that. Mm-mm.
I believe all 3 professors are down there at this time.
There are other professors down there? What did I miss?
You'll meet them here in just a few minutes. And thank you, Aluna. Let's be on our way.
At least wear heels or something, and I scamper away.
I follow. I just look 100% done with everything. First the child and then this person.
As we're walking down there, I'm gonna pull out another obnoxiously huge, twisty straw to put into the coffee, and I'm gonna offer it to her. Like, you want some coffee?
Yes.
Well, it's all right.
Yeah.
Don't ask questions, and I hand it to her.
And take the coffee and just start drinking it.
Is
You
this
see a
the same
feather?
coffee that Twig
Yes.
was taking a bath in?
Yes.
I don't fucking care.
Okay.
I'm just
I don't think
Alright.
she would care at this point.
Once you get down into the first chamber, do you go left or right?
Fuck if I remember.
I think it's the right.
That is
you guys
correct.
don't remember where we're supposed to go?
Yeah.
Well, one direction leads into the containment area, which is a labyrinth of containment units, and the other area leads into the research areas. So I just wanted to see if you guys would like, wait, this doesn't look right. Fuck.
I need you to understand that between all of us in this current group, including yourself, in the last 2 weeks, we've probably collectively gotten a week's worth of sleep.
Yeah, you're right.
Stop it.
And also,
Alright.
Squint is
And
the
that-
only one taking notes.
Dude, I didn't have any of my notes open. I'm like, what is happening?
I don't have my notes open, but I remember that.
I don't.
Like,
I have
I,
too many
So-
things happening in my life.
like,
You get to the you wander through what was the security room and is the makeshift explosives test facility into the theoretical research area. And Kook is in human form, Keating is there, and then there is a caterpillar on the table. Purple rune covered caterpillar.
yes.
Why is there...
Don't ask questions. We have more important things at hand. Kook, why are you a murderer?
You know, that wasn't under my list of questions, but I'm curious to how we got to that, Oh no, I remember why.
Like, please
I'm
don't.
just gonna draw my gun out and just point it at Kook.
What?
I'm just
I-
done.
Have I murdered anyone?
That
Produce
should
the
not be
feather.
your question.
Produce
the
fe-
feather.
I pull it out and just like have my head in my hands, just holding up and be like, "We found this. We don't
this
think
yours?
most of us don't think it's yours.
Right?
Mildly concerned though that you asked if you murdered anyone.
And immediately draws the gun. I'm just like, of course you guys are this stupid.
I don't.
Squint is dressed up like a constable.
That's
Amazing.
mine.
You don't think or you don't. You know what? We're just gonna leave it at you don't think. Got it.
Prove it,
That's-
Birdman. Strip.
I don't think we'd find a single missing feather spot. You have a bird. You should know that when they lose a
Oh.
feather, it's not really obvious most of the time.
That's pretty good. Squint, what do you do with your feathers? And Squint's just like, man, I just drop them everywhere. I litter.
Except for
Huh.
the one that he uses as the pen.
Is Keating in the room with us or not?
Yes,
Yes.
Keating is also there.
Along
and
with the caterpillar,
caterpillar.
who is also a professor, by the way.
Going to turn to Keating and say, could you take a look at this and let us know what it's from? Has Zod shown up yet for this?
No, he's
Okay.
not quite there yet.
Our dwarven friend thinks it's related to something like errands or something?
Furies.
The things that are the Furies. Apparently, we're only looking for one Fury. Just one.
And I
Met
produced a
an
bag.
interesting child that had me made a deal with them and told me a bunch of shit.
You're making deals with children when you're not with us?
Well, this one said it would answer my questions, and it told me where we can find the frog thing. The description was a damp, what was it? Damp, dark, colorful, humid environment.
I asked, did you shake its hand?
Yeah.
Oh, I am in a group of bunch of lunatics.
I am gonna whisper to Squint, I think we're the smartest people here.
Like,
It would not answer my questions unless I did. Also, it said it's met us before. Also, in a damp, dark, oddly colorful place. So that's fun.
Wait,
Stay out
I'm
of
sure
my
the
bedroom.
child I met was possessed by Sam, because the child's parent found her and was like, Sybil! So that's fun.
As Liv hears this explanation, she slowly sighs and puts her gun back in her holster.
oh, I was about to drop the bunker buster on your foot.
Kook raises a finger. I have more questions.
me too.
So do I, after meeting that child, and whatever the fuck you have up there, but
Is it questions about how we figured out how you murdered someone?
Which location did you find said feather?
I don't remember.
That kid, the one
apartment.
that's in prison, his
That
house.
would be the copper house.
Also, the child told me we have to save that kid and a bunch of other kids, and something about Miranda. So,
And didn't you
there
go
we
off and
go.
talk to an old woman in the apartment?
no,
Frog?
it was a child.
No. Last session. While we were examining the street, you went off to the other apartment and talked to an old lady.
Yeah, what about her? She didn't know shit.
She said something interesting. I forget what it was. Hold on, where are my notes? Let's see.
While you're looking at that, Kook turns to Charlotte. What did it feel like when you shook their hand?
Like I was being restrained. Also felt like I wasn't actually in the slums. But you know what? That's probably sleep deprivation. But it felt like I was like constricted. The child had one silver eye and one green eye. I don't know if that makes a difference. I don't think they were a child though.
I don't.
Ah, yes.
Name they gave me was
That's-
Sam.
I think you met a hag.
Amazing. That would be my luck. I'm not even mad about it at this point. I'm just here.
Yes. Okay, so she did say she saw someone gliding.
You said silver?
One silver eye, one green eye. Do you happen to know this hag?
She should be gone.
What do you mean she should be gone? Well, she knows Miranda, so that's the thing. Also, that lady really wants to fucking murder you.
Can I recall knowledge on hags?
Sure can.
Would I know anything having gone? I'm assuming I had some education, I just don't remember shit. As a player right now, I'm struggling.
You can recall knowledge if you'd like. It would be either arcane or occultism, and anybody that's there currently that has either of those trained is more than welcome to roll it if they would like to.
Okay.
I find it deeply unsettling that I am an oracle and I have a lot to do with necromancy, but I have 0 and untrained in occultism.
You raised the dead.
Technically, your side of it is the religious side of it because of necromancy, or because of oracle.
Listen,
You got the religious, I got the occult.
yeah, fair.
You said Arcana, right?
Yeah, Arcana will work. Okay, so
I don't know a thing.
Tracy and Charlotte. Actually, Coronin as well. I will get to all that you know, Coronin, in a minute. But based on the description, you are pretty sure that the child was a changeling, which is a child that is taken by a hag and replaced with a hag child. Think the old British fairy tales where
Yeah,
the fae
yeah.
would come and steal the child, and yeah.
I
That's the
feel sorry for that,
concept.
Mom. Fuck. Not my fucking problem. All I know is that we need to save children because it's sad if they die.
Coronin! The specific eye color that was described to leans more towards the nightmare hag. And there is one particular nightmare hag that has made quite a name for themselves in the history of this world, who has a very strong relationship to Kook.
Do I know their name? Or am I just going, friend of yours?
Would be Baba Yaga.
Okay.
Oh, that's why you said she should be dead,
Yep.
right? Or something like that said.
Correct.
Alright, so I guess I'll say to Kook, is it possible it's another nightmare hag?
So, not likely.
Why do you say not likely?
I'm going to actually explain this so that Coronin can do the explanation. obviously you can probably just say, yeah, what he said. But nightmare hags are an offshoot of dream hags, and they are specifically like, because nightmare hags can't produce their own children. So a dream hag produces one, and the nightmare hag usurps in and taints the dream hag into the nightmare hag.
Okay, so I have a question
That made no sense
Okay.
to me.
because yeah, that all right. So if a nightmare hag can only be created by corrupting a dream hag, how did the first nightmare hag exist?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm gonna worry about it.
I actually don't have an answer for you. The monster manual doesn't tell me that.
All right, I know
I
who I'm
mean-
emailing.
As the character who, if they don't know things, just makes things up, I'm gonna say that there was probably some outside influence that corrupted them into a nightmare hag.
I mean, what I'm saying is, like as a person outside of the game, is L's dad does. He writes official modules for Starfinder, so he knows the person who wrote the fucking monster manual for Pathfinder, which means I'm sending a fucking text message to him right now to get a fucking answer.
Well,
I need to know. That's bullshit.
I'm guessing
That's fair.
a dream hag got trapped somewhere that basically corrupted them a bit and made them sterile. Hey,
Watch him not have an answer.
and hey, it may lead to this investigation of things getting corrupted and being sterile, like the frogs. I'm just giving it out.
Have you
I
kissed
don't
any
think that'll
frogs
work.
today?
So
So does Coronin just say that back to us?
Yes.
Okay, so if this is the person you think it is, which is why they know Miranda, should you not be afraid that they know who Miranda is and mention that Miranda can't do everything on their own because apparently that's what's happening?
she. Look at the nature of the deal that she struck with you.
What? What?
Your deal.
Yes, what about it?
It wasn't a malicious deal. Which
I
is
mean,
normally
she's-
what hags do. Is they give you what you want in turn for something that is going to give them something more that they want. She
I
didn't
mean,
hinder
wouldn't
you.
she want the children to be alive because that's the only thing she cared about?
Exactly. So that's fine. She can be alive. I'm just confused because as far as I'm aware, both of my mothers are gone.
Oh, if that's your mom, buddy, she's gonna be real mad if she ever sees you because you're not helping Miranda, who also wants to kill you because you are not helping her.
I didn't even think about that part.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if it's your goal to piss off all the women in your life, but buddy, it's looking like that.
Now I can't.
He's just staring holes into the table.
Now, you
currently.
said mothers, right? So if this one that I made a deal with was like partially nice, kind of creeped me out that she was inhabiting a child, took over a child's body, I don't know. I don't know what your other mom is like, but I can't imagine that she will be nicer than a nightmare hag for some reason. Just let that sink in for a second.
Well, I mean, if you only saw one of them, I should be half okay.
You know what? I'm just gonna start accepting deals just to see what fucking happens. And if one of them says that they're your mom, I'm gonna be like, look, your child is running away from his problems. Fits him.
The other mom didn't make deals. She was a very shrewd businesswoman, though.
have so many questions.
Also, if you made yourself, like you made people believe that you were dead, what makes you think that they are?
That is a very fair point.
Because it kind of sounds like you're a little afraid of what's going on in this situation, and if it's making you afraid, they're probably really powerful. And if you can make yourself seem like you're dead to so many people, what makes you think they can't do the same but way better?
I can't uh, even pretend to imagine the Baba Yaga's thought process. But considering she's spoken through a child, and if I remember correctly, she's done that twice now for us.
I look up like, did you just say Baba Yaga?
The Baba Yaga. Um, and if she's doing that and asking for help from us, which we're not super powerful, I feel like maybe she might have a good reason to pretend to be dead. Either possibly not being very strong at the moment, or hiding from something way scarier and putting some people who are a lot more expendable out in the open.
Yeah, that's fair.
Actually, I have a question about that specifically. So, at the end of the previous campaign, it was that Zil, Celia, and Baba Yaga, because Zil made a deal to introduce Baba Yaga to the rest of her guild for, other, like, commercial reasons and stuff like that. Is there at all a situation where before Baba Yaga specifically disappeared, however the fuck she did that Zaya would have met her?
So
Now, consider it's 1,000 years ago when that happened, but so it's many, many generations removed. But
so when Yaga and Akiko disappeared, it was in shielding the different universes from the Chaos Rift that was opened in this one.
right,
And so the running theory would be that part of your group, if not the entire group, had been there to help protect them during the ritual. So yes, you would have seen them.
Zaya would have.
Zaya probably not.
Okay, so the original group would have seen him, but anybody in our current group, that would have happened so long ago. It's not feasible.
Right.
Okay, just clarifying.
The only difference is that Kook wasn't there for it at the time. No, Kook was there. So was Penelope. The letter that you guys read at the orphanage was actually sent back sometime after that, when everything was being cleaned up from the situation that had happened.
Okay, thank you.
So you've seen my mom twice now.
I'm assuming the first time was a dream, because that's the only time I've seen a damp, humid, wet, very dark, oddly colorful environment.
But we were all there, which makes me kind of question the dream aspect of it.
I did grab mushrooms in the dream and did wake up with mushrooms in my pocket, so there's that.
Okay. When you saw her the first time, how did she appear?
I don't know, like a fairy or something? Oh, it was a dream. I wasn't gonna try and
Wasn't it
vividly
also
remember that.
like a child still?
I
Yeah.
don't fucking remember.
Just a different child,
It was a different child.
but had the same weird eyes.
Yep.
I don't think I ever got close to the child when I was fighting. I think I was still near the water. I did not go that far ahead.
It's the only time we've fought something so far.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember that icon.
Ah.
But yeah, oh, she said that was like something about. I did not take notes fast enough.
That was the
About a possible
kid, right?
future.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was a possible future we would have or something like that. She mentioned a lot of things were overlapping, so she couldn't give us like distinct answers as to where these giant frogs are. And something about the Furies are not responsible in the way that they're typically designed for, which they're responsible for the murders, but they aren't murdering in the way that they're designed. I don't know. I was still very confused that this child is saying all this shit, so there's that.
So wait. With the confirmation combined with what we were saying back at the Raccoon Terrace, maybe they're trying to kill the things, the not quite slurk babies, before they hatch, and that's why they're killing the people.
Maybe, but
I don't know.
wait,
I'm-
slurk thing. What is that?
That's
what?
the frog.
Oh, that's right. Okay. The things that can, yep, weird. So, whoever has a grudge against these fucking frog things are probably what's summoning the Furies. The Fury.
Are we sure it's
'Cause
the
it's just
frog
one.
things that are the target?
Either that, or something is happening that's making both the slurk, not slurks, get implanted in these people's heads, and the Fury want to kill them. And that's also, I mean, it feels like that's something we would have come up with by now for what would have pissed off two sets of people trying to kill someone.
Or one person just trying to kill a bunch of things? I don't know.
Completely off the wall question, but after we're done with this, are we unlocking 3 daily quests we have to complete every single day to earn enough reputation for a mount?
What?
This sounds exactly like a fucking beast tribe in Final Fantasy, I'm sorry.
No.
But
Maybe?
I was like, wait a minute, didn't you talk about us getting a mount sometime?
I mean, technically, you already have one. The truck.
personal amount, like the goblin, the repackaged things or whatever.
The Eidolons that they use.
Yeah.
Keating takes the feather. Alright, I will have a once over on this and try and figure it out.
It smelled like sulfur, if that helps.
Yeah, I produced a bag, and there was this there as well. The one with the like glowing hair or span or whatever.
He takes it and moves it over to the caterpillar, and the caterpillar like crawls up onto the bag. Yes.
It talks.
It's the other professor.
Out of all the other random fucked up shit that we have been through, this is what you're confused about.
There have been so many things happening to me in just the how many hours has it been, Clinton?
What? Am I remembering wrong, or is the brain in the jar still a professor?
It's the caterpillar, right?
Yeah, it's the caterpillar now.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I will have you know, young lady, that I am the first headmaster of this university. The caterpillar has a weirdly just disgruntled look about him.
like,
What the
Like-
fuck is wrong with this? Like,
amazing that you can
Or-
contort a caterpillar's face like that.
Would you rather I still be a brain in a jar?
I feel like that'd make a lot more sense to me than a fucking caterpillar.
It's the first step to metamorphosis. Caterpillars go into a cocoon, and something beautiful comes out. I thought this
Like
was
a
Like,
butterfly that's
very
easier to
right.
kill?
Or a moth.
Squint
a moth.
says, Squint chimes in and is like, it sounds like you're just going to turn into lunch.
Yeah. At least the brain, academics. I don't know.
Squint is now licking his beak.
Like, I just look over, like,
Skull still has a tongue.
yeah, that's why. I was just like,
Again, all the fucked up shit we've been, and you're questioning this?
Squint is the most normal thing right now to me. Of all the weird shit, Squint is the most normal.
Yeah, just wait till she finds out what the straw's made of.
I don't want to know. I'm not gonna ask. I made a deal with a nightmare hag. Bye.
Made of spiders.
Ugh.
We haven't encountered spiders yet.
Just gonna haunt me every campaign that I'm in, every game I'm in.
Alright, well, we will take a look at this evidence. We still have some more testing to do and dissections that we have to finish with the sample that you brought us. I do believe that we have a good chunk of the findings. It does appear, as from my text message, that the tadpole of this species, it secretes a membrane around itself that is capable of dissolving bone, which explains why there's no claw marks on the inside of the skull when it exits.
question. So does that mean that the, I guess, exit hole from the victims was done by gravity?
I don't know, because the one victim in the Sector 23 slums didn't fall. Their head was just wedged in the drain. And then the other victim that you brought also didn't fall. It burrowed through one of their eye sockets.
Well, if they were facing like towards the toilet or the ground in pain, that would make sense. Path of least resistance.
Yeah, there's probably a modicum of gravity, but I wouldn't say it's entirely gravity. I would liken it more to like a worm trying to dig through earth, except a tadpole digging through someone's head.
That's a lovely image.
Do you have a name for these things yet, Professor, so we can call them something consistent?
I have been calling them Subject 7178.
That's a terrible name. Does anyone else have any better names?
Brain Slurk?
Brain bugs, got it.
Like the caterpillar.
I was just waiting for someone. Actually, I was waiting for Ram to be like, so the caterpillar looks at you disgustingly. I take off that.
Actually, the caterpillar is currently just glaring at Charlotte. Just like, what? Well, I never.
Never what? Thought about what you'd look like after your transformation?
It's
Okay,
not
that-
done yet.
And that fucks with me. You're saying that he's gonna end up looking like a frog because he's also a bug, which the brain bugs are not.
Which would probably be better than the fucking butterfly. One is easier to kill.
You could turn into a moth.
Yeah.
I don't know. He might turn into something else completely different.
I don't even. I just. Do you folks have other things that you can do while we science?
Yeah, absolutely. But we're here trying to figure out what you're going to turn into. Priorities, man.
But also, can you get me books on places that are damp, dark, and oddly colorful, as well as more about these stupid frogs and the Fury?
The sewers. Try the sewers. The sewers seem dark, dank, maybe oddly colorful.
You just
We'll
hear
add
it.
it to the list.
Wait. Keating's just like, wait, hold on. The skin.
What skin?
There's an oil on the skin that resembles that of bioluminescence. What if that's the color that she was seeing?
You're talking about those things where mushrooms glow, right?
I have the mushrooms
yes.
still. Do I still have the mushrooms, or did I feed that to Squint?
I honestly don't remember.
I know you gave one this month. And he pooped rainbows.
I have the arcane mushroom still. I'm just gonna take out the last mushroom I have and give that to them. This is what was in my pocket after we woke up from that fucking dream.
Alright, I'll add that to the things to look over. I would say, since all of them had their head somewhere near a storm drain, that the sewers might be a good place to check for these.
And
Are we all gonna float down
there?
I'll cut it out.
You visibly see Kook shudder.
Want us to bring you back a red balloon?
As I have already had a very traumatic experience with space clowns.
Can't be that bad.
Nope. No.
Squeak. Squeak. Squeak.
I need Squint to turn into a clown real quick.
Right?
Just
Oh,
fly
he's
over to him.
absolutely fucking all clowned up, looking like fucking Pennywise. Eyes are going off in two different directions.
I don't do clowns. My
If you
sister and
don't-
I were kidnapped by clowns. It was not great. Your great, however many great grandmother was part of the people that rescued us. Why I owe her? No. And he just gets up and walks into the other room.
Well, that explains why Granny Zill didn't like that I attended clown college for extracurricular.
I'm surprised she didn't, like, I don't know, attempt to stab you or something? Unless she did.
Have you met her? Of course
No.
she did.
There's no scarring.
That was
I
her
think she
greeting.
didn't.
Yeah, that's how she says I love you, is she stabs you with her mace.
I don't think that's stabbing. I think that's bludgeoning.
For her it is.
Listen,
You
anything's
are
a stabbing if you
very
try hard enough.
interesting. Okay. I think we're done clowning around.
Alright, so, where are you guys headed?
To the bathroom because it's
Are
been
they heading somewhere before I even get there?
about
Yeah.
You are going to meet them at the gate.
Because the doors and stuff were locked. You were probably like, let me in!
No, based on the amount of time for him to take the lightning rail back, hit the bar, hit the person, he's got more travel time than anybody else did.
Yeah.
So he's assaulting somebody on the way?
Yes.
Yes.
He's a dwarf, a drunk dwarf. Of course he is.
Okay, yeah, no, that's part of it. Sorry. I stand corrected.
But your molars are flooding.
Mine are too, so yes.
Well,
Break
so,
time.
Break. Well, how long?
Meet back at 6.
All right, just let me grab my time machine. Got you. Alright.
Alright, so you guys have had a wonderful chin wag with the professors. Where do you guys plan on going?
I think the
Other
kid-
apartment or the prison?
prison.
Probably go save that child, I guess.
I mean, are you planning on doing a jailbreak?
Dude, I don't fucking know.
Well,
I thought that we'd.
considering who's
save
in the
kid
party,
by-
I would stand in front of them just in case they just tried to randomly shoot the child. And yes, that is in character.
Oh, there goes my plans.
Of what, shooting people?
If it comes down
Shooting
to
the
it, yeah.
child.
I mean, if it comes down to it, then you absolutely have to. I'm not gonna blame you, but probably not in a prison. I feel like that's not gonna go well.
I feel like a lot of things don't go well, but here we are.
Hey, we haven't died yet.
Not for lack of trying.
Keyword being yet.
I haven't provoked anybody yet in a few days, so that's why we're still alive.
Y'all just lucky I didn't mess with the tree stump when we was out in the car, because I was going to go for that tree stump.
No, I am amazed we haven't died yet.
Speak for yourself.
You have died?
Squint's still recovering.
I just imagine Squints in like a hospital gown now. Has a little bed that he pulled out of nowhere.
All of these things sound normal. Alright, so, the prison?
I guess.
Or the other apartment, or both? I mean, there's enough of you.
Well, I recommend we don't bring him to the prison, and yes, I point at. Who is it again?
Her?
Liv?
According
Liv.
to me,
Yes.
Her?
No,
Her?
that's the running joke now. Is
it is a running joke because that bitch doesn't know what they're doing.
says the one that shoots first and doesn't ask any questions. Yes, perfect person to go talk to a child.
And also
Now,
prison guards.
Now, I just want to harass some constables. I don't care about the kid. I want to harass a constable or two.
We just see a constable walking down the street. I point.
No, not that one. The one at the jails.
Alright, are you guys having this conversation as you're leaving the lab?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I'm assuming
Okay.
they are.
As you guys get to the front of the university, Zod comes up.
You, what you doing running off without me?
Was that English?
I did not understand anything.
Come on, Slowpoke. We're going someplace else.
And we're not shooting anyone to start with.
Yet.
Well, why don't you go ahead and give me your guns then? That'll probably be best for you.
Squint, can you translate that? And Squint starts writing in his notebook.
Am
Holds
I,
it up to me.
really, am I really pulling the country a little too hard?
Yes. Your country is too hard right now. Pull back
Okay.
about 50%.
Something about give you all the guns.
I caught it
Okay.
just fine.
So did I, but I was
got
just
it.
like,
Okay, so I came in, asked everybody what they're doing. He said we're going to a prison, hopefully not shoot nobody. I said, well, you better best give me your guns then for safekeeping, pretty much.
Oh, no. No, that's not going to happen.
Squint shows Zaya his notes. Zaya nods, and Squint puts his notes away.
I'll shrug and say, well, I tried. Anyone for a midday drink? As I hold up the thing with the, I hold up the jug of whatever I picked up from the bar with the prosthetic arm.
Zaya holds out her hand.
I extend the arm out with the jug to you.
She takes the jug, dumps some of it in the coffee, swirls around the giant thing, and hands the jug back.
Ah, proper pick me up then. So where are we heading, and what the heck have y'all figured out anyway?
Don't know if we've actually figured out anything.
We learned that someone likes making random deals with nightmare Yagas.
Look, they said they'd answer my questions. They did answer questions.
I just pull out a cigarette, light it, like, well, it's been nice knowing you.
I shake my head and say, they say a lot of things in the morning. They tend to tell you a bit different, darling.
I mean, if that child comes back to haunt me, I would not be surprised. But it is what it is.
Well, fair enough. So where we headed off to?
We have the option of either going to an apartment and checking that out, or going to prison.
To visit. We're not just.
Okay. The mention of you saying we're just going to prison.
Hey,
Like,
my statement wasn't wrong. We always have the option to go to prison.
you visibly, could tell Zod's anus puckered in on itself. And then,
Tight are those pants?
He's wearing yoga pants.
Oh,
There is now a buttonhole in the back of his pants.
amazing.
Damn things like a vacuum cleaner.
well, wherever y'all think we should go, gotta make a trip by Cinder's with later.
Cinder, what now?
Cinder's with.
Are you? How much have you been drinking?
I
Yes.
stopped drinking the coffee.
It's one of the big guilds, ruling groups. I don't know the right term.
Wait. It's really called that?
Hey, it's Cinder's with.
Oh, oh God. Okay, you should not let me in there. I'm warning you now. You will get kicked out.
If I haven't got kicked out yet, you'll be fine.
That says a lot,
Challenge
actually.
accepted.
So where are we going? Y'all lead the way.
Prison.
Anyone
I've-
been there before?
No.
Squint
Are you
starts
talking
looking
about?
around a whole bunch.
Are you talking about visit or actually in the cell?
I mean, if you know where it is, you know where it is.
I do not.
I think I would know, considering my former line of work.
You do.
Squint is now wearing an orange jumpsuit.
I thought you were gonna go for the old black and white.
I thought about it, but Slipknot.
Mm.
Also, it makes it more confusing for the other characters.
Oh, there goes my model. Sorry, my model was glitching out for a second on the stream. And
So, Guri, you know that the Ashe Hart Penitentiary, or no, Ash Tomb, sorry, Ash Tomb Penitentiary is under the slums. It spans from Sector 13 all the way over to Sector 10.
where's the university again? Like sector-wise.
Sector 13.
Ah, fun. So we have an entrance. Or where is the entrance?
There is a entrance in this sector to it, yes.
Alright. So did... Because I remember saying that we were going to have Miranda give us a letter of recommendation
Yes.
while we had lunch. Did that come in yet?
She sent it ahead, and you get a message back saying, letter has been sent. One of you will be allowed in to talk to the child. You can all go, but only one will be allowed in the room with the child to ask the questions.
Well, I know who's not going to ask the questions. Just look over.
Squint looks
I-
back at you, kind of angry.
Not
I
as
wouldn't even
Squint.
ask questions anyway. I know who you're looking at, Tracy. I don't want to ask questions anyway. You think I'm reliable to asking questions?
I know you're not reliable to ask questions.
Look who's talking. I don't think you're reliable either.
Like says the one that has, like, a moderately successful detective agency. Moderate being the key.
Yeah, the moderately successful detective that can't do his work right and got fired for it.
Yeah, I learned my lesson bending the rules trying to take you down.
Look
I
how
will
successful
eventually.
that did.
Oh, trust me, it's not over. Wait till after this.
So
Like
confused.
that's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change between us. You're not gonna get me anywhere near a prison. Except for this one time, and you're not even gonna try to throw me in jail. You can't do it. You, bitch, have nothing on me.
I just gruff and start walking towards the prison.
As I thought.
Is the prison far
Ask.
from us? Or are we just seeing him walk off?
I am pinging the location, so it is right there.
I have everything else covering.
Yeah, I
Where are we at?
Alright.
Okay.
That's the prison or the university?
that's
This is the university.
Okay.
This is the
prison's over
prison.
here.
It's really concerning that it is so close to a university, but okay.
Right?
I can assure you, having been to college, no, it's pretty normal.
I mean, most people don't even know where King County Jail is, and it's just right in the middle of downtown.
Dude, yeah. The first time I saw that, it was only because a classmate was just like, or a coworker was just like, yeah, this is a prison. I've been here before. We're like, what the fuck? Why?
I've been there too.
I know personally there's a psychiatric ward right in the middle of Morgantown University, West Virginia University.
I don't know. Feels like that's something a lot of students might need.
A prison?
Probably.
Psychiatric ward.
Alright, so the Ashe Tomb Penitentiary is a labor camp that handles many of the jobs the guilds and companies find too beneath them to do or to pay someone to do. Your field researcher IDs get you in, but the letter from Miranda greases the palms to get you in the door to actually speak to anyone.
Only one of us can talk to this child, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
When you get to the gate for the basically the way this works is that building is just the housing unit to the elevator that takes you down into the prison, because the prison is well below surface level.
So all of us but one's gonna stay at the housing area while that person goes down below.
Everybody is allowed to go down below, but when someone goes into the room to talk to Voden, only one of you can go. So I would come up with your questions as a group, if you want. If not, that's whatever. I ain't telling you how to do your jobs. But approaching the gate, the guards there they stop you at the first. How can we help you?
Like I talked to them. Yes, Miranda sent a letter saying that we may be able to talk to a current suspect.
Let me phone the warden and wait right here. He goes in, into the booth. You can see him from there, but you can't hear him. There's some talking back and forth, and he comes out. Okay, yes, the group of you are allowed down. He would like to talk to you beforehand. So when you get to the bottom of the lift, there will be an escort to take you to the warden's office.
Like, all right. I guess we going?
Yep, let's go.
As we're walking, I asked Charlotte. So you mentioned the nightmare had mentioned something about saving children. You got any idea about that?
She said save children. And that Miranda needed help.
Awesome.
Because she can't do it by herself, so I'm assuming it's because Kook is being an idiot and not helping.
Awesome.
The lift takes roughly 15 minutes to get to the bottom.
All right, do you want to start working on some questions?
Yeah, I have no idea what we'd ask.
Because this is the one that was linked to the Copper House, right?
Yes, it
Okay.
is his mother that was tossed out the window. He has been charged with her murder, and they believed that he has some innate magical abilities, and he forced her out the window at a high velocity, which is why she impacted the ground at such a force and so far away from the window.
Well, we can ask about the feather, because that was under the bed.
And the book. Because for some reason, I don't think that's just his father. Because he's missing right now.
I don't remember the name that was on there.
I actually wrote it down.
A Cragbuckle is all I can remember.
Let's see.
Arlo or something?
Arden. Arden. Hold on. I wrote it down, but I can't read because it's so bright, and I can't read light. Yeah.
Arden.
Yeah, Arden. Okay, yeah, I see it now. Arden Cragbuckle.
Alright. Might also want to ask him if he knows anything about any of the other victims. So, Mason Doyle, Netta Bell,
If they were friends of his mother, type deal.
or just if he knows them at all. And I do not remember the name of Kieran's worker.
And the
Does anyone
security
have that?
guard.
I don't know if I gave her a name.
Okay.
Julia. Got it.
Sure. Alright. You guys have anything you want to talk about during the elevator ride, or can I just fast forward to that?
I figured this is what we were talking about during the elevator ride.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Squint.
Well, who again is the one that's going and talking to him?
Me.
We
Tracy.
haven't decided yet, have we?
Like, I'll go
I mean,
talk to
Gray
him.
wants to volunteer for it.
Like, considering... I don't think any of you will be as...
I mean, the one that talked to the child at the orphanage was me, with the assistance of a Fox.
Like,
Well,
I don't
whoever
think the
is.
Fox is going to do a whole lot of good here.
Yeah.
Although, perhaps it wouldn't count as another person in the room.
I was like, Squint, like, do you have any questions that or any idea for questions I may ask them?
Well, the reason I was asking is because whoever is going in to ask questions, I will slap them the artificial arm to make sure it gets back undamaged, and hand the artificial arm for them in case that may they may be able to do any questions based on that.
Squint checks his notes, looks at Zaya, looks back at his notes, looks at Tracy, shakes his head no, puts his notes back.
Do we want to ask if he's heard of Kook, or are we still thinking Kook might be an actual suspect?
Oh, we'll let the text message figure that out.
They probably don't even know what Kook looks like originally.
Alright, I think we're good then.
I believe so.
Yeah, we should be fine.
Okay. The elevator opens, and as stated, there is a person standing there. It is a humanoid, rather older looking, pince-nez glasses, gray hair, somewhat thinning and balding.
Oh, guys, Godbert.
Did I miss something?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
I was double checking my notes to see what I had named the warden. That's all.
Okay.
There was a lot of notes that I'm like, wait, where did I put it? Where did I put it? There it is. Okay, cool. All right. So, men greet you. Hello. I am Warden Holbrook. Miranda has sent word that you all would be visiting to talk to Volden.
Yes.
That's right.
Great. So, we are worried about any magical abilities he may have innate. We have not been able to reproduce the situation that caused him to push his mother out a window, but this is still a rather large concern. So with that being said, at any point that his temper or he starts to become overly emotional, the interview is over. He will be taken back to his cell, and he will be sedated before he leaves that room. So I would suggest you keep the questioning calm and concise.
Gotta ask, if you're thinking he pushed her out the window, when do you think the eyes were removed?
I am not the convicting party. I'm just doing my job of holding the person that was convicted. Innocence and guilt are not my purview. I just keep an eye on them. I will say He has been well behaved and kept to his work. I don't necessarily think he is a huge threat, but there are rules that have been put in place to prevent a possible situation that could endanger other inmates or guards. I have a waiting room outside the room that you guys will be able to conduct your interview. I am going to require that only one of you go into the room. I'm sure that Miranda has already explained this to you. But only a person is in that room. The waiting room, you all are free to chill there and do what you need to do while you wait.
Out of character, do the slates have like audio recording?
Yes.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna nudge Tracy and be like, make sure you record this.
I nod.
Now, if you could follow me, I will take you to the two adjoining rooms so that you can conduct your interview. And he turns and starts walking down the corridor. The series of winding hallways. Honestly, it feels like this is set up a bit of a maze-like situation as well. He seems to know these halls very well. He takes you to a door. The waiting room itself, the door is very plain, nondescript, just a wooden door. Inside, it is just a waiting room. There are some couches, some chairs, a table. Not much to it. There is a sheet of glass that looks into a room, and in the room you can see a child who is handcuffed to a table. There's also two guards in the room as well. But they are in the back corners of the room, and they don't look... they look imposing, but they're not, like, threatening. They just look like that bouncer that's standing at the door that is meant to be more scary than anything. Warden Holbrook takes you into the room, and I will have a lot of you wait here. One of you is free to go into the other room. As I stated previously, if his emotions start to get the better of him, the interview will be cut short and he will be sedated. Are we all clear?
This is like one
Yes.
of them Bethesda games persuasion situations.
Yes.
I guess.
More Ace Attorney. Just ask all the questions.
Objection!
Yeah.
So what?
I imagine he's
No
using the.
proceeding.
I just imagine he's using the arm still because he hasn't fully handed it over yet. The point with that.
Alright, so Guri's gonna be going into the room to talk to the child.
Yes, and when he pointed with the objection is that's when I take the hand.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say to Tracy real quick, don't fuck this up, Tracy. We don't need any more issues. Remember your track record.
The warden motions to a device on the wall with the window. You will be able to listen to the conversation with that. Keep in mind that it is soundproof from this room to that room, and they cannot see through this window into this room. So do with that information you will. I have other things to do. When you are done, one of the guards will see you out. And he turns and walks out of the door. So, anything you guys want to do before Guri goes and interrogates a child?
No, what I said before Tracy heads in is what I meant to say to him. Just don't fuck up.
Don't worry, I'm not like you. I don't shoot kids.
At least if I shoot kids, they hit and I don't miss my target.
This is just leaving me with more questions about your two's backstory here.
I'm gonna
It's a
pull out
long
deck
one.
of cards.
Alright, so Guri, are you headed into the room?
Yeah. I guess with arm in hand.
His expression lights up a little bit when he sees the arm, but for the most part, the child's face is that of someone who has just been defeated.
Yeah.
Like, there is nothing about his life that he enjoys right now, and like he's not even allowed to show any hurt or pain or just grieve at all.
So, as I walk in, I take out my slate and find like the recording thing. And be like, "Hello." Like, hold on, I forget his name. You gave me his name twice, and it's
Bowden.
Bowden. Yeah. Alright.
Boden.
Alright. Hello. You're Bowden Cragbuckle, right? Mind if I make a little recording of this talk?
That's fine.
Thank you. So I just lay it on the table next to him and put the arm down on the table too. We're like, hey, I noticed you seem to notice this. Did you happen to make it?
No, that was something my dad made.
Your father, Arden, right?
Yes.
Do you know where he happens to be?
Buried?
I see. So, this is a memento of your late father, I assume?
It was his last great work. It's a prototype. I believe the actual design is patented on file at where he worked. I think it's Cinder Dwift. Yeah, he was an engineer there.
I see. Arden. Or not Arden. Bolden. I can think of things. Bolden. We happened to look around what happened at your home. And we noticed a few peculiar things. Was your mother suffering from headaches before what happened to her happened?
Yes. She was always taking different headache medicines for the last several weeks.
Hmm. Uh, and I have a question. Do you happen to have met a young lady by the name of Julia, or what was the guard's name that also got it? The one with his head in the drain?
Looking.
Mason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or a man named Mason? Do they happen to be friends of you or your mom's?
No.
I see. So, I forget, what was the other question they said to say? Oh yeah,
But the feather.
about the what?
The feather.
Oh yeah, did you happen to notice any strange feather? Like we found one under the bed in your house.
Um. There. I. I remember there being a sound like beating wings in between the sound of the rain and the thunder.
Question. Like another question. Did anyone you didn't recognize come by around more often in the last few days before what happened?
No. Um. The only person that I don't recognize, there was a lady came to see me when I was here.
Oh? And did the lady happen to tell you her name?
Lyra.
Lyra. Thank you. Did she say why she was here?
She was asking about Mother. She was very well dressed.
Alright, kind of out of character. Would I recognize the name Lyra? Like, would it be like a ranking officer in the constables that I would recognize? No? Alright.
I will allow Zod, if you guys have turned the mic on, Zod can make a social or society check.
If he returns what?
If you guys turn the mic on and are listening to what's being said, you can make a society check or social.
Yeah, I would have turned the mic on, so we would be able to hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, society.
Sorry, still getting used to this path. This
All good.
Just,
It's the hand.
there it is.
The most powerful stand.
A well-dressed Lyra could mean Lyra Cinder of Cinderdwift.
What? I'm not gonna spend this with.
I want to meet the guy who named that bloody goddamn place, and I want to punch him in the face.
Give it a week.
Give it 2 days. I mean, technically, I'm the one that named it, so.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going heavy on it too.
All right. Do you have any other questions for?
Yes.
Gordon?
Basically, like, and what particularly did she ask you about the incident, if you don't mind telling me?
She just asked how Mother was feeling, and she asked if there was anything that I had noticed about that night. It's just the beating feathers. There's a smell, like somebody had lit a match. It's really strong. Like somebody had lit like an entire pack of matches.
I see. Do you happen to be studying the engineering that your father did?
Not particularly. Currently they have me making a part. I don't know what it's for.
I see.
They don't really do continued education down here. We just make a part,
Mm.
and then when we get close to being let go, apparently with children they'll actually try and like speed run their education. But other than that, I'm just taught to do the manual labor that they want me to do, which in my case is the soldering of a part.
Mm. Are you allowed personal effects?
The guard catches your attention and just shakes his head no.
Mm. I see. Like, because I was just like, well, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna let you keep the arm. But I was wondering if you were allowed books.
The guard thinks about it for a second, like you can visibly see the guard's got a look on his face like, no, no. And then kind of shrugs like, maybe?
I'll leave it with the warden. Uh, you know, because it might be nice to have something for you to, like, remember your father. And we happen to have found his book. What the hell just fell?
Well, I had a toy that he had made. It was a wind-up toy. I hope that one day when I'm out, I'll be able to get it back. Because he made it for me when I was much younger.
I don't remember if someone swiped a toy from the apartment. Out of character.
I believe Lana did, actually.
Yeah, I was just like, who
Did
rummaged?
I?
Yeah, you rummaged through the chest and you found the book and
Oh.
the toy.
I don't remember. I didn't put that in my notes. But if I did take it, then I was not allowed to keep it, right? I don't just hold it.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, what?
like that would be on you on the other side if you heard the mic. Like, you're just like, oh shit, I took his toy.
It's fine. You can't do anything about it right now. If he gets out, then we have something for him.
Like,
Other than that, I really have no idea what happened that night. I woke up and she was standing at the window. I think her eyes were bleeding or maybe missing. I don't know, it was really dark. And there was a very strong smell of matches. Then she just went out the window.
question:
no.
We got pictures of what happened to her, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna pull it in front of him. I'm just trying to remember. In her picture, like, basically, there was no way to identify the head, right?
It was smashed pretty thoroughly,
Yeah.
but they could tell it was her.
All right. All right. Thank you for your time. I'll see what I can do about leaving you your father's book so you have something to remember and something to hold on to. I'll talk to the warden about that. Thank you for your time.
The one guard unhooks Voden and takes him out of the room, the door behind Voden. The other guard comes up. If you have a book, you can leave it with me. I will make sure that it goes through the channels, and if it is allowed, it will go to the Voden. If it's not allowed, it will be locked up with his other personal effects that he was brought in with.
Alright, I believe my companion
until his
has it.
release.
Alright. I believe my companion has it. I'll go talk to her.
Well, I'm going to be walking you out, so let's go.
Yeah. So I go into the other room. I guess we go to where the rest of the party is, and I go up to Colette. Like, you still have the book and toy, right?
Colette? Who the fuck is Colette?
I don't know.
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Hold on. Charlotte. There we go. I can
For
see
a
what.
detective, you don't know anyone's names.
To be fair, out of context, like, I don't remember my best friend's fiance's name for an entire year. All right, like, I am not good with names.
Very bad detective.
Yeah, but yeah, Charlotte, you're Charlotte, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I would hope you would at least remember what my fucking face looks like.
You'd be surprised.
He can't even do that right.
But yeah, Charlotte.
When did you get that mole?
Like,
What
Squint.
mole?
Squint is this constantly changing. Like,
You remember Squint though.
it took a while. I called him Squawk for a long time.
And I forever torment him, so he better know me.
Yeah.
What is
Bastard.
Fucking calling me Colette. What is this?
Colette, Charlotte, same difference. You know, you say tomato, I say potato.
Okay, Tractor. What do you want?
You still have the book and doll, right?
I'm assuming so.
Liv is just giggling under her breath.
Just take it out of my bag or pouch, whatever.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Like, just. I guess I take it from them and hand it to the guard.
Okay,
No,
well,
and-
the toy will definitely go with the personal effects and be locked up, and be given back to them on release. The book, I will have it go through the inspection team, and if he is allowed to have it, he will get it.
Alright, thank you.
Not a problem. I'm going to walk you out now. I'm sorry he wasn't more help for your investigation.
Oh, he told me something of great interest.
Why would you
Good.
tell the constable that?
Because he was helpful.
Based on the way the constable is talking, he actually seems to have a genuine, I would like to see this kid get out.
Yes.
I wouldn't trust any of them.
Not all constables are terrible.
Only 98% of them.
I'm not going to get into this conversation.
Right?
I have opinions.
Be like,
Ah, so you
I
also
have a
go
very
on
strong
Twitter.
opinion.
So you also go on Twitter. Got it.
I do.
The constable leads you out, and you guys are on the surface again. It is roughly 5 o'clock in the evening. No, 7 o'clock in the evening. No.
what is time?
7.
It's
Yes.
roughly
5,
the
6,
evening.
7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10,
No.
11.
Oh no.
It is 5.
It
5
is
o'clock.
time.
5
The
o'clock
time
rock, guys.
in the game says 2 o'clock.
I know, right?
Does
Eh,
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been 2 o'clock since we started, though.
Oh, that's weird. It hasn't.
There we go.
did it
Hasn't moved
update?
time.
Now it is. It's 5 o'clock in 1 second.
All right, cool. Apparently I have to hit the button for it to update, and it like starts auto playing time, like it's actually counting time, and I didn't want that, so all right. Anyway,
Like, oh god, we're actually on the timer.
I'm keeping track of it a little bit just to roughly like know how long has passed for everything, so that there's a little bit of a structure to it. So that when you guys are like, "What time of day it is?" I can go, "It's this."
In retrospect to the amount of modules that Foundry offers for like D&D versus Pathfinder, you can have so many cool automated features. Day-night cycles, even in your maps. It's crazy of how detailed this thing can get.
Alright. Oh, but I know
Like,
what I'm putting
I
my...
just transitioned the map to nighttime.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. You can also have that set up automatically with a mod based upon time within that is running within the game.
All right, so it's roughly 5 in the evening. What do you guys? Where's your next move?
The other apartment, I guess.
That's my guess.
All right, well, we will pick up next time with heading to the other apartment.
I will disappear. I think no, maybe I don't know.
I know Best will be not there for the next game.
Most
For the next
likely.
apartment, is that in the same district?
It is.
Okay.
Oh no, I'll be here
so-
for that session.
The
Someone
only-
else should write down that Sheila Thawne is the superintendent of that apartment, so that since I won't be there, this won't come up as being like a necessary thing. Like we were told to specifically ask for her, so that we don't have to try and kick down a door.
We'll still try to kick down the door.
Sheila, what?
And we want to specifically be looking for Netta's journal.
Sheila, what's Sheila's last name?
Thawne. Like Ichabod.
Okay.
What?
Ichabod was Crane.
No, not that Ichabod.
Okay, asking for Netta's journal. Got it. That is in my notes now.
I might actually try to jump on, but it's also going to be like midnight.
Dude,
Yeah,
don't
dude,
worry
you're
about
gonna
it.
be on a fucking cruise with your wife celebrating your 10-year anniversary.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just have fun, dog.
Look, I'll probably be awake.
All right, that's fair.
And possibly a little bit drunk.
Hit the midnight
Possibly.
buffet.
We are doing. Sadly, they don't do that, but they do have like sandwiches and like tapas type of thing that's open all night. So I will be hitting that up, and we do have a free drink thing. I don't remember what the limit is, but I do
Free
plan on having
drinks.
plenty of drinks.
Nice.
Yeah.
So grabbing a
Okay.
drink, grabbing a sandwich, going to the internet cafe / library and being like, "What's going on, nerds?"
There's this
That's great.
like, hey, you need a little bit more blood in your alcohol system, or a little bit less.
Yuri, I don't
Why
know
not
if you're
both?
just saying things in reverse order or whatever.
No, yeah. He's gonna have free drinks, so yeah, he needs a little less blood in his alcohol system.
All right, fair enough. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming. It was fun. I hope y'all had fun.
Yeah,
Indeed.
Yep, as
Thank
always.
you very much.
yeah. I need to go
I-
find food.
I do regularly have thoughts of like, wow, we've played a lot of this game and haven't leveled up at all, but we also haven't fought anything since the very first one, so
Yeah.
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 Well, also, he does it by milestones, not necessarily
Yeah.
combat encounters.
Oh, I'm aware, but at the same time, I kind of want to be like, let's go pick a fight.
Fair.
We
I mean,
do.
I feel like
We
that's
do have a
most
drunken
people
dwarf
here.
here.
When we get to
Well-
the next apartment complex, just kick down the fucking door. I'll bet you there'll be a fight.
No, just let Liv open the door and do all the stuff. She'll make sure that a fight happens.
I want it to be a fight that's actually something that I would take part in. Well, my character would take part in.
Right?
Don't worry. You'll have a giant
hate
Brago
that.
to deal with. It'll be great.
I don't like the way you do that voice.
Well, either way.
You should ask
I mean,
him-
it's the same as this child voice, so.
Exactly.
You should ask him to do his
Okay.
clown voice again.
We'll catch you guys.
Yeah, same. I need
Later.
to go
Bye.
to
Later.
bed.
Guys.
Bye, guys.
Good night, folks.
Alright.
Night.
Yeah, do your clown voice again.
I'm good. I'm good.
But yeah, I'm gonna run off and find food and start up
Yeah, I
another
think we
stream.
Do the same.
Yeah. Later. Alright, so for you guys that are here on stream, I do need to end. So like I said, I'll come back with what I don't know, but I need food. So thank you guys so much for watching, lurking, all that good stuff. If you are here on the archive or on YouTube, thank you for watching as well. If you like what you saw, we do this pretty much every Saturday around 5 p.m. Mountain Time. If you want to catch me during my usual streams, I normally start around 8 to 10 p.m. and go to roughly around 4 a.m. So I'm gonna go grab some food, come back with something, maybe DBD, maybe a bit of Hollow Cure, see if people trickle in to play DBD. But yeah, I think that's everything. If you do come to my regular streams, the main games that we are playing are Atelier Ryza 2 and Zero Escape, although Atelier Ryza 2 is a little bit on the back shuffle, just to make room for the Pokemon DLC for now. It's a short DLC. I think I'm going to get it done in 1 or 2 more streams, even with me going, ooh, shiny object. But yeah, so if you like those games, those start usually around midnight to 1 a.m. Mountain Time again. So, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I do hope to see you all later. Bye-bye!